Get his email if you want more information about the political developments in Nigeria. He's one of our best experts on the matter. James.
Thank you.
James is from Sudan.
To see his friend.
We did not even introduce Father Kuka because everybody was calling Father Kuka, so we presumed he was well known. James, where is your old name? The last name. James Bon Obwonyo. Obwonyo. He's a then pastor of the Presbyterian Church of Sudan. Presbyterian Church of Sudan, master's degree in Islam from St. Paul's University in Kenya. The pastor in charge of the Good Samaritan congregation. Oh, Malaka, you are down there, Malaka. Dean of Studies of the Academic Bible School. Full-time teacher for Ministry of Education, and I imagine also has a lot of personal experience on the crises and the problems and the prospects of Sudan since the last 20 years. God bless your work.
Thank you.
We are ready to listen to you.
Would you allow me to recognize the role of some of people here who made my life different, especially in the academic field. First of all, Johnson Villa, I thank you very much for recommending me to Azuma for this conference. And sometimes it's not easy to accept somebody who you do not know and give him responsibility. I'm really grateful for what Azuma did, especially the invitation. And I also have some of my professors here. I have Peter Ford and Dr. Shelsworth back there, and many friends here. I'm really grateful to meet you and see you today. Of course, the time is very limited. I would like to begin with the entry and spread of Islam and Christianity in Sudan. The existence of Christianity in Sudan goes back to the earlier contact of some Christians from Egypt with native black African Sudanese Nubians. And this happened few years after the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. That was before the 40 AD. For example, Muriotic Sudanese court official called Ethiopian eunuch in the Bible is said to be the first convert who introduced Christianity into Sudan. Also, a Roman emperor, Decius in 250, and Emperor Diocletian in 297 were said to have persecuted the Coptic Church in Egypt. This made monks and hermits to flee to Sudan in pursuit of peace and solitude. But an organized work for spreading Christianity into Sudan became the responsibility of regular Christian missionaries sent to Sudan by Emperor Justinian and his wife Theodora in the 6th century. As a result, and in 100 years later, the ethnic Sudanese kingdoms of Nobatia, Makuria, Alwa, and Lodia became officially Christianized. I will come to the map. Yes. But later, after the appearance of Islamic religion in the Middle East, the Muslim conquerors started to perceive Sudan as a gateway for entering and spreading Islam into Africa. In 1276, the Dumbula kingdom was destroyed by the army of Sultan Baiba, and in 1317, Abdallah Bashumbo was crowned as the first Muslim Nubia king. In 1317, Abdallah Bashumbo turned a room in the royal palace of Dungula into a mosque. And this marked the end of Christianity or Christian kingdoms in Sudan. But some ordinary Nubian Christians managed to maintain their churches under the new Islamic kingdom. The mighty Sudanese Christian empire had almost completely faded away in 19th century when Muhammad Ali Pasha, the Ottoman Turk ruler of Egypt, invaded Sudan in 1820, overthrowing the Fun Sultanate and establishing a new Islamic capital in Khartoum. His aim of conquering the Sudan was not religious evangelism, but to establish a powerful government in Egypt through advancement of economic and formation of powerful army using Sudan resources and strong men. His successors Abbas Pasha, Muhammad Said Pasha, Ismail Pasha expanded the conquest to subdue other Christian kingdom and sultanate like the Four and as far as southern part of Sudan, with help of some Christian and generals and administrators from Europe. For example, other Christian denominations like the Roman Catholic, Protestant Mission, Episcopal Church, American Mission, Sudan United Mission, and Sudan Unitarian Church arrived to Sudan in 1900 through Egypt. But these Christian relations was spoiled by the rise of Mahdiya in Sudan from 1881 due to injustice committed by top Egyptian rulers against the Sudanese. When we come to the orders or Sufi orders in Sudan, of course we have Gadriya, we have Tijaniya, we have Mujdubiya, we have Idrisiya, we have Ismailiya, Kadmiya, Marganiya, and the Ansar of the Mahdi. Ideological phase of Islam. For more than 5 decades, beginning with Mahdism in 1881, Sudan inherited ideological phase of Islam. Muhammad Ahmad bin Abdullah the Mahdi formed a theocratic Islamic state governed by Sharia and Sunnah of the Prophets. When President Ibrahim Abu came in 1958 to 1964, and President Jafar Muhammad Numeri 1969 to 1985, and the current President Omar Hassan Ahmad al-Bashir in 1989, they had consecutively declared the Sudan as Islamic State and introduced Islamic Sharia law in the Sudan. Under this situation, Christianity found no alternative way out apart from military resistance to Islamic governance. Christian Southerners found themselves voiceless and powerless in the unlimited ocean of Islamic ideology or ideological streams. In the Civil War of 1955, which ended by the signing of the Addis Ababa Agreement in 1972 between the government of Numeri and Southern rebels, and the second one of 1983 that also ended by signing of the CPA Comprehensive Peace Agreement, were received by Southern Sudanese as some of possibilities. Tried to change Sudanese history whereby citizens, regardless of their racial, ethnic, cultural, religious, political affiliation, were granted equal rights. But despite the end of war, still the Islamic ideology remains imposed on the people, especially in northern part of Sudan.